Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Module 6 Math All Around Us assignment. My name is Mrs. Cunningham. Um, for today's project, we are going to be looking at our neighborhood shapes and numbers. This is particularly geared towards kindergarten and first graders. This is designed for students to discover how math lives in their everyday world, in their homes, neighborhoods, and communities. Okay, so before designing this center, I spent time getting to know the students in our school classroom or school community. I asked them questions like, where do you see shapes around you and what do you count every day? Their answers are full of joy and creativity. They see things like circles on the bike or triangles in pizza slices or the squares on the bus windows, or the globe is a circle, which can lead into a conversation about, well, it is a circle, sort of, but it's actually a sphere, or like the book is a square or a rectangle, things like that. These conversations showed me how young children already recognize math in the world that they're in every day. So, this is where a standards assignment really comes into play. This activity aligns with North Carolina standards for early grades, particularly understanding the relationship between numbers and quantities, measuring and comparing lengths using units, identifying and describing shapes in the environment. Together, these standards help students connect abstract math and concepts to concrete, meaningful examples in their lives. So, for this learning center, students become math detectives on a shape hunt. They each receive a shape hunt card showing circles, squares, rectangles, and triangles around the classroom or outside. They look for real life examples of each shape, the clock on the wall, the window, the playground slide, or a book, or anything that's in there in the classroom. They record what they find by drawing or gluing pictures from magazines. Once they've finished, we gather as a class to count how many of each shape we found together. And finally, we combine everyone's findings into a large community collage, and we can title this Our Math Neighborhood. So, of course, hands on learning is very important and necessary for students to really have a full grasp of what they're learning. This portion of hands on learning could be titled Exploration, Collaboration, and Play. The center promotes hands on exploration and collaboration. Students work in pairs or small groups, sharing discoveries and helping one another count. It's active, playful, and it's usually really fun for students, but it's also rigorous for them because they are searching, finding, counting, collecting, sharing, and that can feel like a lot, especially for kindergartners. They're practicing classification, measurement, counting, and critical observation, all foundational math skills. Cultural relevance is at the heart of this lesson. We invite students to find shapes that are meaningful in their families and communities. One child recognizes that maybe the triangle in that they find a triangle shape reminds them of maybe like a tamale that their parent makes or their grandmother makes, or maybe a headscarf is the shape of something that is a shape that they found in the classroom. Um, these are just ways that we can kind of help them connect with what they see at home and on a regular basis outside of a school context. So each discovery connects math to something that they love and understand. Families can even join in by completing a weekend shape walk where they look for shapes together at home or around town. Now, while even though this activity seems and looks simple, it's deeply rigorous and innovative. It challenges students to think critically and make real world connections at an early age. It blends math, art, physical movement, and cultural awareness into one cohesive experiment or experience. The innovation lies in transforming a typical find the shape lesson into an exploration of identity, community, and creative expression. So for this, assessments happen naturally through observation and conversation. During the activity, I note which students correctly identify shapes, use math, vocabulary, and count with accuracy. We end with a quick exit prompt. I might ask, like, show me with your fingers how many rectangles you found. Or for a summative assessment, I might have them review the shape hunt sheets to check for understanding. These simple tools show growth in both math knowledge and confidence. So, what I love most about the reflection and community engagement portion of this assignment is that it builds relationships. Students see that their voices, families, and cultures belong in the classroom. When we display the finished collage in the hallway or share it during a family night, it becomes a celebration of community learning. It reminds everyone, parents, teachers, and children, that math truly is all around us.